Let's watch it now.
I I don't want to argue against Johnny's situation because I don't think he should be diagnosed by a psychology expert through his movies. That is a very, very clear setting where you are. It's just a very clear setting where you're supposed to be acting.
Where?
Streaming, for Dr. Disrespect, he's a persona. For us, it's less so like that. But haven't you seen an equal amount of people?
Sorry guys, the net is
things from Amber Heard's.
the stream is a little bit,
From the way she speaks on the stand, from XYZ.
I think a random Twitter's opinion about her behavior isn't comparable to a qualified medical or psychiatric expert going on stand and under oath about on it. I don't think that these are even comparable. They're not even close.
Well, I
agree.
Fair, but
I agree.
Isn't that what a court of law allows?
What are you talking about? What's she talking about?
I don't know what is common or not.
Wait, in what sense?
Well, do they not have experts come on and I guess give their opinion from what they've seen of the evidence and maybe the trial?
Well, I think that's what it's all about, right? I think that's what they're trying to prove is that if you bring your witness that has studied and been one-on-one with your subject, right? And ask questions about those findings and their medical, analytical opinion of the field that they're experts in, right? Not their long-range analysis of 4 or 5 pieces of media given by one side of the fucking.
But you do recognize that he was also speaking about like some sort of memory test that Johnny Depp did take.
3 out of 30, which he could not.
Right.
He could not.
It's 27 out of 30.
Because the subject wasn't controlled. He could have been drunk or high, or it could have
tired.
been a jet lag. Could have been
See, could have been tired. That's what they said.
I feel like that's such a biased response. Like, hey, here is.
Okay, I'm just gonna say this. I'm gonna say this about it because I don't know. I don't know everything. I don't know. I don't know Pokimane. I don't watch her stream. I think I'm just gonna be honest. I think, and I don't know if I'm like treading on the wrong area here, but it feels like this might be like, I don't know if this is an act, if this is like a skit. I mean, I feel like I don't believe so. I'm taking it at, it's just like a little part of my brain's like, are they lying? Is this a skit? Are they pretending? Is this like to get more attention, to kind of like create a rivalry, create a little drama? I don't know. I don't think so, but I mean, it's possible. But that's just a small little thing. But I'm just taking this. I'm taking this at face value. I believe she really thinks this stuff. What it sounds like, though, really, so far, it seems like she's and based on what I've read, like comments about how she's trying to be neutral, it seems like, and it sounds like she's trying to like force the whole like, I'm not biased, I'm neutral, I'm in the middle, I don't choose, I just, which is like, this is a great opportunity. Like, she's like, this is a great opportunity to be unbiased right now because this is such a biased. Everyone's on one side with this, but it's like, I don't think that's the point of being unbiased is not to just force neutrality 100% of the time, always in the middle all the time. It's not to be a fence sitter 24/7. The point of being unbiased is to be the person who is basically to be honest, to seek truth. That's the point of. That is literally the point of being unbiased. All right, that's the point. Yo, what up? What up, chat? I'm watching a clip. This is somebody. Morning. Good morning. What's up, chat? What's up? Good morning. Yeah. So this is I'm just watching a clip, a take on the trial. I'm trying to. I don't know what audio level is proper for this. I'll just leave it 75% of the way. But I don't know. I mean, I might be saying too much about this. There's probably not a whole lot to say, but I'm just thinking, and also, yeah, I don't have a full screen because I don't want to get, you know, I got my video got flagged last time. I got flagged. I got flagged. I got. Anyway. But yeah, it seems like she's trying to force that. Like, I'm the unbiased character, but it's like that's not the point. The point isn't to do that. It just isn't. Then you're just actually lying. Then you're dishonest. If you're like that 24/7, there are times where you will pick a side. That is also that's unbiased though to do that sometimes. And I don't mean picking a thing. Yes, everyone has a bias. Everybody has a bias, but being unbiased means to seek the truth no matter what. So if new evidence comes out, you go, you know what? Maybe that was wrong, or I'm open to being wrong. I'm open, and it's the evidence. Things can be falsifiable, right? You go, hey, I believe this based on this. However, if this thing were true, or if this thing was not true, then I would change my mind, and this thing, my opinion would now be this, potentially. That's unbiased. That is unbiased. Not I pick no side. Or I'm not gonna go. Or contrarian. Contrarian isn't unbiased. That's bias. I don't know if it's biased, but it's not unbiased. It's not unbiased. I'm just gonna go against what everyone else does, because what most people do. Most humans. I'm gonna go with whatever's popular. I'm gonna do the current thing. I'm gonna do the common popular thing. What's everyone else doing? Me too. Well, being unbiased 24/7 is also, it's like opposite. It's like contrarian. You're like, no, I'm not gonna do what they say. I'm unique. I'm not gonna do it. Not always, but I don't mean literally unbiased. I mean that definition of unbiased. Literally, actually unbiased. The real unbiased is, I'm not gonna be swayed just because most people say this thing, or just because everyone's ridiculing me for whatever, or just because maybe it's, or just because it's illegal to think this, or just because it's, whatever. Everyone's got pitchforks outside my house. They got torches. They're saying, "Come out! We're gonna come out here, you whatever, you heathen." Well, no one better have that opinion. Even then, I will still not be swayed. Well, not swayed. You know what I mean? I won't be swayed to think a certain way. I'm going to wait for the evidence. I'm going to make sure I'm correct. I'm going to seek the truth no matter what. Hey, guys, did you know the Earth revolves around the sun? It's not the other way around. The planets don't revolve around us. What did you say? See, the person who's unbiased to be like, well, maybe it's true. So what it seems like everyone agrees that the Earth is flat, and that, the sun everything revolves around us because we're the center of the universe. But, well, I guess I don't know. Maybe they believe it's round at that point. I don't know, but it's not like that, But the person who's unbiased would be like, I don't know. Maybe he's correct. Or they'd say, the unbiased person would say, the evidence shows this. Now, I don't want it to be true, but that's what it shows. So, the most believable thing, this is what it is. It's the most probable thing. Therefore, I'm, 87% of my confidence is in this. I don't want that to be that way. That's just the truth. I don't not want it. I don't want it. That's the way it is. Okay? So like that's kind of what unbiased should be. It's not like a game. It's not a persona. Oh, look at me. Cuz it's like kind of like she's kind of like I don't know. I'm going on too much. We'll see. Cuz if it's that way, it's kind of like a character or a virtue signal kind of thing, Which is that's fine. That's fine. Do your thing. I don't care. Do whatever, As long as you don't hurt anyone, All right, it's cool. Whatever. All right, let's just watch.
Takes
That's
judge their cognitive ability or their memory. Yeah, but what if they were high when they took it?
Okay. That's 3 out of 30.
Okay, what if?
That's 3 out of 30. You know that, right? No, I'm not kidding. So he did not see the result of the tests. Right, all the 27s, right, all the whatever the fuck the rest is, right?
If an expert witness isn't able to have a one-on-one session with someone, this is all the information that they have. My point is,
then don't talk about it.
You should just. Well, then we shouldn't talk about anything.
Well, that's why they brought doctors of her doctor. She spoke about her. Doctors spoke about her experience. Doctors came on, and psychologists came out to speak about her experience and her thoughts and her, because she analyzed her. This guy is as good as some random YouTuber.
That's right. Yes, that's exactly right. That's because okay, the guy who was on, by the way, everyone was saying I mean, this is actually kind of rude to say, but they thought he was drunk or high or something. The expert they had on was a guy who he didn't really give any solid reasons, proof, evidence for why he believes that Johnny Depp is a narcissist. And he couldn't actually diagnose him as that. He couldn't actually say, yep, he's that. He said, oh, I just think so because he has narcissistic-like traits, or I've seen some narcissistic-like traits. And it's like, I mean, if you look at some of them, and they're kind of like, they overlap with a lot of what normal people have, you know? Just because you love yourself, you're confident, you're really into yourself. You can be very self-loving and not be a narcissist. But that is a trait that narcissists have, by the way. Did you know that? It's stuff like that. Look, and then they try to ask him like, oh, is Johnny Depp's been eating candy and drawing during the trial? Is that a trait? And then they're like, objection. Which good, object that, because it's silly. But then he was about to, he was like, yeah. He got really excited, like, yeah. But he kept asking like, what is it about? What about Johnny Depp is narcissistic? And he's like, I've just seen things. He's talking about like clips, things he's read, rumors, stories he's heard. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. It's not evidence.
Honest, I'm a little annoyed because I feel like I'm being put in a position.
Oh, okay. This isn't get the real drama, but anyway, I do want to say though that it's only fair to have the person who's actually the consensual, like analyst or consensual therapist or psychologist or whoever's working with that patient or client at the time, because they've spent the time, they've done all the paper, they've spent time, they've done all the proper, the proper steps, proper procedures to officially analyze and confirm whether this person is diagnosed with this thing. And that guy is just it's right, he's just a rando, Hey, I saw clips of Amber, okay, then Amber Heard's a psychopath, narcissist, because I saw clips about it, and I've been saying that on stream, right? Like, she's like that. I didn't say she was literally that, but I was saying, like, she's insane, right? She's batshit insane. Okay, then she is now. You can't just do that. You can't just say that stuff. It has to be, there's a process. And by the way, what do we know? I mean, what do streamers know, really? Come on. But, you know what I'm saying.
I feel like I'm being put in a position to defend this guy whose testimony I only watched half of.
Okay.
So I can't really do that. But I'm curious, do you know whether he asked for a one-on-one? Was he not able to get one?
He asked, so
then don't defend it
entirely. But
I only watched half of it. I feel like I'm put in a position. Like, no, you're not. Just don't defend it. Just say, hey, I didn't watch it. I don't know. Easy. See, that's not entertaining to say that. I don't know. It's not entertaining. So she has to have an opinion. Gotta have an opinion. No, I'm kidding. I do have an opinion because I do know what if I don't know, I don't know. I'm not gonna say anything, but I know I'm saying what I think because I have an opinion right now. He was a little scraggly. Hold on, chat. Like clip of him when he was on a ship, he was looking a little scraggly. Yeah, well, Johnny Depp's had down. Johnny Depp's had bad times. He's had good times, and for a lot of years he's had a lot of but dude, that's what happens though. That's what paparazzi does. All right, they try to catch celebrities looking like shit. They try to catch them looking at their worst. Look at this guy, he looks like an absolute he looks like a sewer rat. He's picking his butt and he's eating his poop. Look, he's picking his nose. Gross. Look, he's all fat. He gained 50 pounds. Ugh, he's losing hair. And it's like the wind's blowing it the wrong way. So he's like, and it's like, really, he's not. He's just, you know, or maybe it's true, but it's like, dude, calm down. It's not. That's not evidence of, you know what I mean. It's just drama. Yeah, I read that late because I was going on about stuff, but
so they just declined on the advice of counsel.
Anyway,
Did ask, but it wasn't court ordered, so they just declined on the advice of counsel.
Well.
oh, wait, let's go back.
He asked. So we don't know entirely, but they did ask, but it wasn't court ordered, so they just declined on the advice of counsel.
Well. Then. If you're Amber's
That's right.
legal team, would you rather have nothing or have this guy come in and give his expert opinion off of what he can, which granted isn't much and isn't really credible?
No, that's fair. That's fine. She's not wrong about that. Yeah, since yeah. And joking about his narcissism was seen on the clips. Oh. Yeah. Well, that's what they were talking about. They were talking about. They actually talked about that during the trial. That, are you talking about clips from Pirates of the Caribbean where he's a drunk pirate kind of thing, and you know, and he did kind of see. The thing is, here's the thing. So, she's not 100% wrong about this. Like, yeah, of course you need well, about that this last chunk she said, that's not wrong. Of course, yeah, you're gonna do what you can to win. She's trying to do whatever she can to win, but and also, I said this during the stream. I said this during the trial. I think that guy they had on was probably one of the best people they've had on. Now, I'm not saying he was good. He actually did. He was crap. He didn't help at all. In fact, it was pretty embarrassing. It was you know, it wasn't super embarrassing, but it was still lame. It was just as lame as anything else. But he wasn't. Making, let's just put it this way. He actually said some things that made sense, or one thing, I guess, which is just basically, or little things like little, you know, information about narcissism and all the little scientific input. Problem is, a lot of it also was kind of wonky, and the fact that he presented himself as like I'm an expert and a professional, like it kind of messed with it because he kept saying stuff that wasn't true as well, which was like, oh, Johnny Depp, oh yeah, definitely a narcissist. I could tell. It's like, that's not how you do it. So clearly he's not exactly all there. Hey Ruth, what's going on? But yeah, anyway, it's just I think that we're just watching a clip in between. It's a break right now, and then like 5 minutes or something, the trial's back. But anyway, I think that she's but I think that guy was the best guy they've had on so far. Like the best attempt, what I mean. The best attempt. But no. It just wasn't enough. And no, he was not good at it, and he did not help he didn't have anything substantial, okay? He really didn't have anything substantial to help out. But Pokey doesn't have to defend it, you know?
Well, I think you.
It's like you're arguing with me.
You just don't bring him at all. I think you just.
That's
don't,
right.
I mean,
don't bring it up.
You bring him in to talk about what he found about Amber, right? Because that's their side, and kind of move on from that.
Right. You can't do anything.
But I think it comes across as incredibly
don't bring him in.
risky and disingenuous to bring a guy.
We do have a.
Here, 1 second. I'm gonna finish this clip real quick.
Seen clips, and it was literally being disproven on the stand that he's wrong. They literally said that his earpiece could have been music.
Did you miss the much? Not a whole lot yet. I've actually just started as well, kinda. But yeah, I mean, we'll find out. We'll find out in a minute.
Bring a guy.
What's going on? But Johnny has his expert on, his witness on. Hey, I just want to see it.
Move on from that.
What else?
Right?
XQc has to
I
say.
think it comes across as incredibly risky and disingenuous to bring a guy who's seen clips, and it was literally being disproven on the stand that he's wrong.
Right.
They literally said that his earpiece could have been music. I mean, who are you or who am I to say that it wasn't music?
Yeah. Well.
Who are we to say that it was?
Well, it's
Okay,
a
well,
law. Yeah,
there you go.
You would have to prove that claim. You can't just make a claim and say
That's right.
It could have not been. Lol.
Right, right.
Or it could have been. I mean, it could have. Lol. It's a probability. That's what the guy's doing. That's why he's getting rolled for.
It could have been. It could have not been. Then you can't
Well,
bring
the
it up
onus
then.
can be kind of on either.
What's good of law? They have to prove it. They would have to prove that.
You don't prove a negative.
They
You
would have to
gotta.
prove that it wasn't music, right?
Right. Well, no, kinda.
Yeah, it's guilty.
Kinda.
Innocent
Kinda.
guilty, right?
I think she's.
Innocent until proven guilty.
Right.
The burden of proof falls on them.
He's not wrong.
I'm tired of speaking.
That's all right.
With this chat reading, and again, like, when I say unbiased, like, I am just watching the trial from the moments that I can watch, which is not all of it, and I just judge individual pieces of evidence.
She's not even watching the trial, and she's like judging it, and then she's like, I'm upset. Like, you guys can't be you guys can't. I feel like I'm getting attacked. Like, come on, you gotta watch it before you know. Or you can say that. You can say, I don't know. All right. Anyway, that was that. I think they're chatting up with the judge right now. We're getting back to it. I apologize if the stream gets a little. There might be moments where it'll get a little laggy or a little whatever, but right now it's stable. It was a little choppy earlier. Yeah. If it goes out, I'll just start it back up again. But yeah, I don't know. Pokey is a little bit. I don't know. That was a controversial little thing that happened recently where she was just trying to defend Amber Heard, and she didn't watch everything, and she was saying, "Oh, well, she had an expert on," but it was like the expert was didn't really do a good job and didn't provide any evidence at all, and you know, she was saying she just didn't understand it. Pokey just didn't understand it. But beyond that, she actually went further. She's trying to like play the persona of like being neutral, and I just don't think that's. Anyway, I kind of explained it a little bit already, but I don't think you can do that. I don't think you can. You can't just say, "Oh, I'm neutral," and then now your opinions are all good or whatever. I'm on the safe side, like, you know. You're always gonna upset somebody, you know. It might be only one person. Sometimes it'll be everyone. But it's just gonna happen. It's just gonna happen. So the best thing is just to be on the side that's most true, the most correct, the most moral, but the most correct. And that requires being truly unbiased means, you know, we wait, and sometimes we, you know, don't jump to conclusions, and we have to. And it's not exactly popular. It's not entertaining, but it's the right thing to do, because it's right. Innocent till proven guilty, and I think, yeah, that's kind of how that's my position on. That was my position years ago with Johnny Depp. I just, you know, you gotta trust, you know, take it seriously. You gotta take the claim seriously, but then we gotta make sure it's right. We gotta make sure. Anyway, that's my little take on that.